how we look ahead. I think I kind of talked about it a little bit, and Sylvia, you mentioned a little bit too. But I think the biggest thing we all need right now to remember is to have empathy for everybody. How we move ahead, and I put that in the context of how do we help our clients? Well, and that's kind of a value question too. So those are kind of the two words really rolling around in my head that I think we all have to keep in mind. Empathy. What do people really need right now? So don't try to sell anybody or your clients what you want to do. Like, what do they need, right? And if they're literally worrying about the metaphorical fire, don't come at them that way. So I agree, we have to be marketing, but the message needs to change, right? And it's how can I help you, which it always should have been, but even more so than ever, we have to match up what people need and the value that we can offer. As Sylvia mentioned, we were kind of starting a new service that we didn't really intend to, because there was a clear need, an urgency for something. And so we're figuring out, okay, how do we move into that, still sticking in our wheelhouse of managing and facilitating meetings and doing it in a different way. So it's not necessarily a huge pivot, but it is taking on a new service in a way that we never did. So that's a change for us. I think, we use our own tools in terms of our one-page planning. So as soon as this all came down, Sylvia said, okay, what are the most important priorities we need to focus on? And granted, we didn't know it was going to go on for as long as it seemingly is going to go on, but what can we focus on now? And then we asked the same question with our clients. What are the biggest priorities? What are the biggest things you need to focus on? Where are the opportunities now? Obviously, you're not going to get to all these things because February's gone now, March is gone now. So it's okay. So now what's important, and how do we focus on it? How do we reposition the people we have? Can we bring new people on? What do we do differently? So again, I think it's a balance of focusing on today and thinking ahead to the future. And I think the biggest thing that we can all help people with and recognize, having that empathy, is that everybody's experiencing some degree of fear. So I think fear of making the wrong decision, fear of putting their people in harm's way, fear of spending the wrong money at the wrong time, investing in the wrong thing in terms of effort. So I think that's sort of the thing we all kind of need to be consciously aware of as we move forward. And, we're doing what we can to help with that, to put out some positivity, to look at opportunities to remind people about gratitude, and to just, like I said, focus on what you can control, because there's certain things you can't. But there are certain things you do have more control and choices over than you might realize. And that's really what we're here to help guide.